see Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. They run the option here on 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson running again. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Reaching up for it, and he's got it. Mark Andrews with an acrobatic catch. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Seven 0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards there for number 15. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Edwards will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Fourth down. Here's Jackson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 10. That puts them in excellent position, first and goal after a gain of 19.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Ravens are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes, too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To the air again, Herbert. That's once again complete to Chark. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Now a 2nd and 6. From the 50, here's Herbert. And oh, it coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visitors from the north, the Vikings, who were able to get the road victory. J.J. McCarthy, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Gardner Minshew, a touchdown pass in the victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields 4 touchdown passes in the victory.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's taken in by Palmer. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. This 2nd and 4. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jackson. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Touchdown. Mark Andrews. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Justin Herbert over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. To the right side, this is Edwards. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Nnamdi Madubuike able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert on first down now. That one complete. He finds Shark. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Herbert now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll look to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Chargers. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Ravens offense back out there. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
We dominate today.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
Pass complete. Hurst into space at the 45.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Herbert going to throw. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Now Herbert. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Cat out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Herbert to throw.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Ravens ready to take over. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's third down. Jackson to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. And that's going to be incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one...
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
First throw in overtime now for Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. We'll play only the 1 overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Henry. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic